So here's a case that is really applicable to our California officers, okay? And this officer is from Fresno PD. If an officer knew that somebody was had a Fourth Amendment waiver, can they search that person's home, hotel at any time? Okay, so here's the facts. So basically what happened here is officers learned that, I'm sorry, a hotel told police officers, hey, man, room 101, that guy has a lot of guests. Like, he's like, there's something up with him. In fact, he or she, the hotel, thought it was human trafficking.
Mhm.
I think the cops are thinking, well, it's probably not human trafficking. It's probably just drugs.
I was laughing. I was in the San Francisco airport this weekend,
Yeah.
and human trafficking sign on
Yeah,
thing. I'm like,
you done my story?
yeah,
Yeah, be on the lookout for the housekeeper.
I was on the lookout for it.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the massage parlor, you know?
Right.
So as I'm getting the massage, like, so what Mike is talking about, I was in Chicago O'Hare Airport, and they had, you know, be on the alert for human trafficking, and they had they had pictures of examples of human trafficking. And one of them was a masseuse and a housekeeper. I'm going to call 911 next time I see a housekeeper changing the sheets and saying, hey, I got her, you know?
While you're in your room getting your
Oh,
your
well,
massage.
it's a double whammy. I'm getting the masseuse as housekeeping changing the sheets.
Oh my gosh.
Now, if I'm getting a masseuse as housekeeping changing the sheets, you might want to arrest me for something.
Yeah, something going
All
on.
right. So, this hotel is like, hey, I think there's human trafficking going on.
Mhm.
The cops are thinking drugs, and they look up the guest at the room, and he's on paper.
Yeah.
He's on probation for a misdemeanor, but apparently he has search clauses. Now, the cops are wondering, hey, can we get that key from that hotel and just do a search on the hotel? Without any reason, well, you know, there's no reasonable suspicion probably yet. There's a lot of people visiting a hotel room.
Mhm.
We're close, but no cigar. Do you think that's lawful in California?
What I know of California, they have pretty powerful no search or search clauses in there.
Mhm.
From what I understand, one of the best in the nation for sure.
Yeah, they actually do, yeah.
So again, there's a couple questions I have. It's his room. He's the one responsible for it, so you have access, dominion, control over it. And if he's got a search clause in there, I think we're fine.
Do you know? I think you're right. So there is a case. I don't have the name off of the top of my head, but you know, but there's a case out of California where, and this is the case I'm going to use here, right, to kind of show that this is going to be okay.
Mhm.
Is that cops arrested a person for whatever. Okay, now the person had a Fourth Amendment waiver, so they take him to jail, and during the search incident to arrest, they found a hotel key.
Mm.
You know, maybe it's like the name of it, right?
Mhm.
You know, the Best Western, you know, and they go back to the Best Western. They don't even talk to this guy, right? They go back to the Best Western and they say, hey, is Johnny, you know, is John Doe staying here? And they're like, yeah, he's in room 101. And they're like, okay, so he's in room 1. So they go to that door, they open it up, they search it, they find contraband. What did the court in California say?
Upheld it, right?
It's incredible.
Yeah, and I know a lot of the stipulation and what they sign off is, you know, vehicles, homes, whatever. It's delineated out in there. So,
But
yeah.
but most states though are not like that. Okay, Nevada's not like
yeah.
that. You know, Idaho's not like that. Washington's not like that. So
Mhm.
California surprisingly is very special with this. They have a very powerful search clause. Now, the law says that you cannot conduct these searches if they are arbitrary and capricious.
Fancy lawyer talk.
It is. So arbitrary. Do you think do you have any examples of arbitrary?
No.
I mean, you know, arbitrary could mean just not having. So we do these searches in order for the
yeah, go ahead.
have a reason.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you're doing it. Why are you doing? You're doing it to, you know, to enforce for the what do they say? You're doing these search and seizures or these waivers because it is to try to maintain or, you know, enforce compliance with their terms, right? Capricious. Now, this is the one where probably most of your cases are. Capricious is another word for harassment.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't like you.
In there, some underlying, I'll get you kind of deal.
So let me give you an example of capricious. A person who's on paper complains about a police officer. He says, this guy is rude, discourteous, racist, whatever. And the cop says, man, you know, you're trying to get me in trouble. I'm going to search your house. And when the officer is asked on the stand why you did it, he really has no good reason. So it's arbitrary,
Mhm.
and it seems capricious because you seem like you're trying to just punish him. All right?
Yeah.